in Wall Street, I know the first question that's going to come up is you've had 4 CEOs in 18 months. So that's unstable in my mind. You know, I think a lot of the core General Motors is still there. The culture is still there, which is both a plus and a minus. But the management of General Motors will be an issue in the pricing. And in my opinion, it's going to be a discount. I think if you look back at some of the great turnarounds in the industry over the years, whether it was Chrysler in the 1980s, Chrysler again in the 1990s, Ford in the 1980s, 1990s, they had very strong management teams, and the bench was deep, strong all the way from the engineering side, all the way up to the accounting side and the CEO side. GM's is unknown. In my opinion, it's still largely being driven by the government and some of the political influences on that company and the board, and it's going to be a concern. And in my mind, warrants a discount when they do come out to the marketplace.
So I shouldn't ask the question that's next, which is, should I buy GM stock?
That's a different issue, you know, right? Because lesson number one, a good stock doesn't mean a good company, and vice versa.
Yeah.
GM stock, you have 10 major investment banks leading a transaction that's going to be about $20 billion in total. There is going to be a lot of hype, and more importantly, there are 3 or 4 follow-on transactions after that. Wall Street is going to be in love with General Motors. So now, depending on where the price is, and let's just say it's somewhere around, if they don't split the stock, $100 a share, there is going to be a lot of interest in General Motors. I don't know if that means that General Motors is necessarily a great long-term company or long-term investment, but the stock will probably do well coming out of the gate because of the hype on Wall Street and the promise of follow-on transactions, but that will basically command a lot of attention.
Anybody else thoughts?